Yeah, what if the future of life on Earth was as simple as choosing between two suns? That was the question that came to me the evening my 6-year-old son handed me a drawing. And on that drawing were animals he encounters during our everyday fieldwork in Tunisia. Animals like the oryx antelope, the addax antelope, the horned viper. And all these are animals, they are part of his daily life. These are not animals he knew from the zoos or from the books. This is his childhood. And these are our biodiversity in Tunisia. And yet many of them are endangered. And many of them already disappeared regionally. And yeah, it's very important to protect this biodiversity. And I thought when I saw this drawing, it's only a child's drawing of wildlife. But then I realized that above these animals, he has drawn two suns. One yellow sun with a check mark beside of it, and a red sun crossed out. And between these two suns, he has drawn rivers flowing through the land. And then I realized that this is not only a child's drawing, and he has documented a biodiversity hotspot that is under threat. So he simply said to me, this is the good sun, it keeps the rivers alive. And the other one, the red one, is the bad sun, it's so hot it burns everything. So children, they understand the word in contrast, like good and bad. And without knowing conservation terminology, he has translated climate change into something emotionally clear. Like under one sun, the life thrives, and under the other sun, it cracks and it slowly disappears. And if you are wondering where a 6-year-old learns to draw a word like this, let me show you the place that taught him. So my son, for him, this was not only theory, because he has felt the drought. He has walked with us through the heat or under the heat. And he has also seen the rivers shrink after bad years and coming back after heavy rain. He has also seen the flowers in the desert or in the semi-arid deserts. And the place where he got these ideas and where he learned this is situated in pre-Saharan Tunisia, and it's called Bouhedma. And it is it's home of one of the last acacia savannas in North Africa. And at first glance, maybe it seems empty, but drylands are never empty. So they cover more than 40% of the Earth's land surface, and they are full of life. They are full of special species that have adapted to survive without water. And the latest assessment of the ICN has shown that 3,630 species that have already been assessed in North Africa, 10% are already at risk. And from the endemic species, 58% are at risk. And this is an alarming or original warning. And yeah, and we can see this regional warning, especially through the iconic species that we have in Bouhedma. The iconic species, like the addax antelope, the oryx antelope, the Dorcas gazelle, the Barbary sheep, and the North African ostrich, all these species exist in Bouhedma, but they are already, or all these 5 species are already on the ICN red list of endangered species. And yeah, and the biggest problem is that these species, they depend on the habitat that sustains them, and the habitat is cracking. And we can see this especially through the acacia trees, because the acacia trees are the soul of Bouhedma. These trees are very special because they exist only in this place in North Africa. And the biggest problem is that these trees are already under both suns. The sun that allowed life to thrive, and the other sun of climate change and human pressure. And we can, as we can see here, this is an example of a healthy tree, and the other one is cracking down. And there are a lot of trees like this now in Bouhedma, and it's alarming. And yes, what we do, we try to understand why these trees are dying. Because when these trees disappear, also the animals that live in Bouhedma, they will disappear. But before Bohemia became our mission, there was a decision. I was born in Germany to a German mother and a Tunisian father, and I grew up in Tunisia, and Tunisia was not just a country to me, it was my home. It was the place where I grew up close to animals, and also the place where I understand a simply life. And after I grew up a little bit, I went back to Germany to study conservation and biodiversity, and I focused on two different animal groups, maybe that shape also the ecosystem, like pollinators and predators. And through my work, I came across many drylands all over the world, from Mongolia to the Death Valley. And the more I have seen ecosystem collapsing elsewhere, the more I knew where I truly belonged. And I came back to Tunisia, not because I had a career plan, but I had a conviction. This is the place where I have to be and where I have to leave a footprint. And this is also, knowledge doesn't feel, or knowledge, when we get it, it feels incomplete if we don't use it in our own country. And I started, or my mission started, I wanted to understand what we still have in Tunisia and how we can protect it. And especially I was very grateful that I had not to walk this path alone. I had my husband beside me. He's one of my partners on the field, and the kids also, they grew up on these landscapes, and they also learned to understand the wildlife tracks because before they could truly run. And we together we founded an association, and we started working on wildlife. And this is how we came to Bohemia and to south or the southern Tunisia. I wanted also to speak a little bit about the predators, because we realized that a lot of species in Tunisia are disappearing, and we don't even realize. And the most important, or the most affected, are the predators. So we started to look for predators using wildlife camera traps, and also doing a lot of monitoring on the field, and also interviewing communities. This was very important, and we realized that sometimes we could find life, and sometimes we could find nothing. There was silence, and especially for two species in Tunisia, like the sandcat and the caracal. Both of these species were lastly reported in the 19th in Tunisia, and they may have disappeared from our country because all of our efforts, we couldn't find these species. And this is something that shapes you. And after many years of wildlife research, we realized something maybe very simple. It's that conservation cannot be done alone. Science may give us the tools, but local communities, they give us something maybe much more important. This is knowledge, the kind of knowledge that you get when you live with nature. So we started collaborating with local populations. For example, a local farmer helped us to find striped hyenas in Tunisia and places we would never have searched before. And the same knowledge also helped us, or led us, to free-roaming Barbary sheep that we never have thought still existed in Tunisia. So participatory conservation became one of the pillars of our association and of our work. Because conservation cannot, or conservation should not work only for scientists, it's everyone's work. So we want to share this with all people and the maximum people that we can get in the field. And this is also how we want to that it becomes the culture. It's not only a project, it should be a culture, and everyone is integrated in this. And this is how we started our new concept, which is scientific tourism. So researchers, students, and tourists all come together, and they join us in the field. And they help us to get the data on the field. They help us also to do wildlife research, to observe, to do the monitoring. And at the same time, they also help the local population, and they're promoting the local livelihoods. Yes, so maybe I can say that I come from a generation, we have lived through a very terrible decline. So we have survived a drought after drought, we have seen species disappear. And our children, they should and they could live through a better a better future. And I think it's possible because when conservation becomes a culture, it is no more a project, and everyone is integrated in the conservation. So we can generate something very special, because then research is shared, and everyone that is shared, or everyone that is integrated in research will also be a part of protection. So if our children one day they decide to continue our path or the mission to protect animals, if they can go further than we go, and if they manage to protect more species than we protected, then I can say that we chose the right son. Thank you.